Hey, it's Greg here with MaritimeGardening.com, and it's early in the morning. I thought I'd do a quick video just showing all the things I've got planted right now and how they handled the frost we got last night. Now here's one of my domes. You can see we got frost last night. I wouldn't say it was a hard frost. It's a hard frost. It'll freeze a goldfish pond. Goldfish pond does not get any ice on it, or it's just a light frost. And the whole purpose of doing this video is to speak to the robustness of my dandelion planting schedule, where you plant some things when you see dandelion greens, and then another thing when you see the yellow flower, and then other things when you see the dandelion flower turn white. Because, you know, the things that you plant when you see the dandelion greens are tougher than the things you plant when the dandelions turn yellow. And of course, the things that you plant when the dandelions turn white are the most delicate. When dandelions just have greens, there's harder frosts than when the dandelions turn yellow. Okay, so this is some lettuce. I planted this over a month ago when there was dandelion greens, and you can see it's totally fine. You know, it handled the frost last night just fine. Right, coming in great. This is spinach again. This is something you plant when the dandelions, when you see dandelion greens. Spinach is fine. This has been out here, you know, for about a month and a half, maybe about a month and a half, maybe a bit longer. Okay, spinach is really tough. It can take cold frost, no problem. Right, so it's been out here when the goldfish pond is frozen. Right, it's fine. Here's some peas that I planted, about a month ago, and you can see they're fine. Right, so peas are one of those things you can plant when before the dandelions turn yellow. You can plant them when dandelions turn yellow, but you can plant them earlier than that. Maybe when you see the greens about 6 inches high, right? So these are fine, right? They're all doing just fine, growing great. Now here's something I planted when I saw the dandelions turn yellow. This is, I can't remember what it is, like pak choi, like an Asian green. Right, so this is a member of the same family as kale, of the mustard family, of the crucifer, cole crop, and different terms, brassica, different terms for those things, right? You can see that they are all just fine. They handled last night's frost, no problem. A little bit of flea beetle damage there, but that's got nothing to do with frost. Flea beetles love these things. There's another bed with a different kind of Asian green. You can see they're all fine, right? The frost did not kill them. Over here, I've got some beets. You can see they're all doing just fine. I mean, when someone's killed by frost, it's immediately obvious, right? They just, you know, the cell structure is destroyed. You know, if something can't handle the frost, the cell structure of the leaf is destroyed. And as soon as they thaw out, it's obvious that they've been hurt bad, right? These beets are fine, right? They can handle a light frost. They can't handle a hard frost. I've seen them damaged by hard frost. They handle a light frost. And the date today, it's like May 18th, okay, here in Nova Scotia, Canada. And it's cold, right? When I woke up this morning, 5 a.m., it was 0 degrees outside, 0 degrees Celsius, right? Freezing. Over here in this bed, got some carrots just starting to come up, right? Just beginning to grow. They're fine, right? I planted these at just the right time when the dandelions turn yellow, right? You can see over here, just starting to come up. Of course, over here we've got parsnips. They're invincible. They can take it. You plant these when you see the dandelion greens. Look how healthy they look. That frost didn't bother them. I think they even liked it. Over here, I think this is broccolini. Okay, it's a kind of broccoli. That's you can sort of harvest multiple times. I planted this when the dandelion flowers turned yellow and opened up. Right, that's doing fine. Right, it's another. What was this one? It's another kind, it's something like that, but it's different. I just can't remember. I put the package here and all the words came off. Kale. Okay, it's a different variety of kale. I can't remember what variety it is. I have it written down somewhere, but it's a variety of kale that I got from from Vessie's seeds. Anyway, that kale's doing fine, right? And over here I got my own saved seed variety, kind of a wild kale. Kind of like a Siberian kale, I think you'd call it. Doing fine. Kale's tough. You can take it. Over here we got some Swiss chard. This was planted a bit earlier, but it was planted underneath this dome here, right? So it was planted with a dandelion. Again, you can bend the rules. I planted this when I saw dandelion greens, but I planted it under a dome. If it wasn't under a dome, It would have been too early for planting these. Swiss chard is tough, but it's not invincible. It really can't handle a hard freeze, that sort of thing. And maybe the plant will survive, but the foliage cannot handle being sort of frozen and thawed, whereas some other things can. Finally, over here, got some leeks. Right? These are planted under a dome. As soon as I saw the dandelion greens, it's good to get an early start with leeks because they take a while to grow. Anyway, just fine, doing just fine. Anyway, just a quick review of the things that are growing in the garden after a really good, frost, right? Just to prove that it's not, when you see the, some of these, all the things on my list of that planting schedule, I'll put it up on the screen. It's not too early to plant them, at least where I live. In early April, it gets much colder at night than it does in early May, than it does in early June, that sort of thing, right? So as the dandelion goes through its various stages of development, that's an indicator, right? So it's, the things that I planted really early, when it was freezing every night, and the pond was freezing, we're getting really cold temperatures, those could take all of that. And all the things that I planted when the dandelions turn yellow, even though we're still getting frosts, I think we had one last week as well, we're getting a couple frosts a week still, right? Middle of May. Those things are all fine too. So anyway, I hope you found that interesting. If you did, please like, share, subscribe. And until next time, get out there, get at it, have fun in your garden. Thanks for watching. Hey, if you want to help support everything I'm doing here, go to vessies.com to buy whatever you need for your garden this year. And use my coupon code GAVS23 to get free shipping as long as there's a pack of seeds in the order and there's no oversized items in the order. Check out the description box of this video for details. You can buy everything you need from Vessies. They have seeds, fruit bushes and trees, soil amendments, pest solutions, tools, clothing, and lots of other stuff too. So yeah, if you want to help support everything I'm doing here and they sell something you need, buy it from them using my coupon code. And happy gardening.